So let's talk about NVIDIA. It's one of the most talked about companies on the entire planet, and for good reason. But after a truly unbelievable run, the big question on everyone's mind is it too late? Has the ship already sailed for new investors? Well, we're going to dig into a professional stock analysis to find out.
Okay, first things first, just look at this number. In the 35 months this analysis covers, NVIDIA delivered a mind-blowing 886% cumulative return. No, that is not a typo. It's an absolutely staggering figure that has made early investors a fortune.
And you know, that really gets to the heart of the problem here, doesn't it? When a stock goes on a tear like this, it creates a super tough decision if you're looking to get in today. Are you buying right at the very top, or is this just the start of something even bigger? This report actually weighs both sides of that exact question.
All right, so let's kick things off with the bull case. All the green flags, all the reasons why so many investors are still incredibly excited about where NVIDIA is headed.
I mean, just look at the scale of this. It's not even close. NVIDIA didn't just beat the market, it absolutely demolished it. We're talking a return that's 13 times bigger than the S&P 500 and its own sector. This wasn't just a rising tide lifting all boats. No, NVIDIA was its own rocket ship.
And what's really crucial to understand is that this wild stock performance isn't just hype. It's backed by something very, very real. The company's actual profits, its earnings per share, grew by an incredible 858%. That AI boom, yeah, it's real, and it's flowing directly to NVIDIA's bottom line. On top of all that, the initial technical screens from this report are also giving a big green light. It's got a strong buy rating from Zacks, which is a big deal. And with an average of 191 million shares trading hands every single day, well, that means there is massive interest, and you can get in and out of the stock super easily.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, didn't you? Despite all those glowing green flags, the analysis takes a sharp turn and points to some very serious red flags. Some pretty big reasons for caution before you even think about jumping in.
The report puts it this way, and this quote really sets the stage for the biggest worry of all. The analyst found something that just doesn't line up with all that positive momentum we just saw, and it has everything to do with the people who are supposed to know the most about the company.
And here it is. This is the bombshell. On one side, you have the top executives. We're talking the CEO and the CFO, consistently selling off millions of dollars worth of their own stock, and on the other side, tumbleweeds. The report found basically zero insider buying. The people running the show are cashing out, not doubling down.
So what are we supposed to make of that? Well, the report offers a few ways to look at it. The really bearish take is that management thinks the stock is fully priced, maybe even a little overpriced, and they just don't see a lot more upside from here. The more neutral view, they're just diversifying their own portfolios, which, makes sense. But either way, it's not exactly a screaming vote of confidence. Okay, red flag number 2 is the price tag. NVIDIA's price-to-earnings ratio, which is basically what you pay for $1 of its profits, is almost 65. That's a 125% premium compared to the rest of the market. Now, a high PE is normal for a fast-growing company, but it also means the stock is priced for absolute perfection. There's just no room for error. And then there's this little technical warning sign. After climbing and climbing and climbing, the stock's recent momentum has actually flipped negative. It's like the car is starting to run out of gas, which could suggest this incredible rally is getting tired and might be due for a break.
Okay, so we've got this epic battle, right? An amazing bull case on one side and some pretty serious red flags on the other. So how does the analysis sort this all out and come up with an actual strategy? Let's take a look.
You know, looking back often gives us clues for the future. And this timeline is super revealing. It shows that the absolute best times to have bought NVIDIA, like back in January 2023, were during times of maximum pessimism when everyone was scared. Buying near all-time highs, which is where we are today, has historically been the riskiest time to enter.
All right, so what about the future? The analysis actually games this out into 3 possible scenarios. And look at this. The highest probability at 55% is what they call the base case, with the price target of $200. From where the stock is today, that's really not much upside at all. It suggests the risk versus the potential reward right now might not be in your favor.
So when you put it all together, the incredible growth, that worrying insider selling, the sky-high valuation, what is the final call? What does this professional analysis actually recommend you do?
And here it is, the bottom line. If you already own the stock, the recommendation is simple: hold. The long-term story is still great, but for new buyers, the message is cautious accumulation. Basically, the report is saying this is not the time to back up the truck and go all in. let's dig into that a little more, because it's not a one-size-fits-all answer. The report says you should only really consider buying now if you're in it for the long haul, like 3 years plus, and you can handle some serious swings. But you should probably stay away if you're looking for a quick profit or if that insider selling just doesn't sit right with you.
So if you're still determined to get in, what's the game plan? Well, the report suggests being patient and disciplined about it. First, don't put all your money in at once, split it into smaller chunks. Second, wait for the stock to pull back a bit to a more attractive price. And third, build your position slowly over time. It's all about managing your risk when a stock is flying this high.
And that really leaves us with this one big question, doesn't it? NVIDIA is a phenomenal, game-changing company, no doubt about it. But this analysis strongly suggests that after an 886% run, maybe the most powerful tool an investor has isn't some complex chart, but just good old-fashioned patience. Waiting for the right moment could make all the difference.